You know, it's funny. Some of the simplest words we use every single day are secretly the most powerful. And today, we're going to dive deep and unlock the story behind one of them, the word arch.
I mean, think about it. The English language has hundreds of thousands of words, right? But some of them are just doing way more heavy lifting than others. And our star player today, the word arch, is a perfect example of that.
All right, so first things first. Let's start with what we all know. When I say the word arch, what's the first thing that pops into your head? It's probably a very specific shape, right?
Yep, exactly. The most basic definition is the noun form, that classic curved shape, kind of like an upside-down U. It's so simple, so elegant, and honestly, we see it woven into the very fabric of our world.
And what's so cool is just how universal that shape is. I mean, you see it in these huge, grand doorways of cathedrals, in the sturdy structure of a bridge. You even see it in our own bodies with the arch of a foot. It's like this fundamental building block of our world.
Okay, but here's where the story starts to get a little more interesting. See, arch isn't just a static shape. Oh no, it's also a word of action and a word of emphasis.
Think about it as a verb. When a cat arches its back, it's actively making that shape. The word literally transforms from just a thing into a movement. And that flexibility, that's the key right there.
And the word's power, it doesn't even stop there. You can use it as a prefix, arch, and it just elevates whatever word it's attached to. So an enemy becomes an archenemy, your main nemesis. A bishop becomes an archbishop, a top leader. It basically signals, hey, this is the most important one.
All right, so let's recap. We've got a noun, a verb, and a prefix. This is one multi-talented word. But you might be thinking, so what? Lots of words have multiple meanings. What makes arch so special that we do a whole explainer on it? Well, there's a hidden reason for its power.
The secret isn't just about what the word means, it's about where it belongs. It's like it holds this very specific, very exclusive membership in a super important club.
One of just 850. So what could that possibly be? It's not the number of arches in some famous building or anything like that. No, it's something way more fundamental to the English language itself.
And there it is. The Simple English Wiktionary tells us that the word arch is on the Basic English 850 list. Boom! That's the aha moment. This is why this one little word is so incredibly powerful.
Okay, so your next question is probably, what on earth is the Basic English 850 list? It sounds like some kind of secret code, right? But it's actually this really fascinating project all about efficient communication. Let's break it down.
So Basic English isn't just, easy English. It's a meticulously engineered language. It was created way back in the 1930s, and the whole idea was to build a tool for international communication, something anyone could pick up fast. It works on this principle of efficiency. I mean, why learn 3 different words when one super flexible word can do the job of all 3?
And this is the absolute genius behind the list. The selection process was, well, it was ruthless. They didn't just pick the most common words, they picked the hardest working words. Words exactly like arch, that could be a thing, an action, or a modifier. And that versatility is everything, because it means with just those 850 core words, you can put together the building blocks to express almost any complex idea you can think of, from science to business. It's linguistic minimalism at its absolute best.
So, when we zoom out, what does the story of this one small word really teach us? It actually reveals a really profound lesson about the power of simplicity when we communicate.
And this is the crucial point. The story of arch and its special place in Basic English shows us that clarity doesn't come from using bigger, more complicated words. It comes from using the right words. A handful of really versatile, well-understood words can build bridges of understanding way better than 1,000 obscure ones ever could.
So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What are your personal arch words? Those versatile, foundational words that you use to build your own bridges of understanding with people. Thinking about it might just change the way you see language.